Oh, all right. We're back. Zootopolis City Gym, fourth battle, Lady Bethany. Um, the we're in danger. We are seriously in danger in this battle. This is far, far, far from the hardest battle in Run and Bun. But in terms of how difficult it was for me to figure out a line and the amount of risk that is still in this line, this might be one of the single scariest fights we've had so far. The thing about doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon is you have to think of every single Pokemon in your box as a tool that can do specific things, and your box is essentially your toolbox full of Pokemon. And I don't really have very good tools for this fight. I have tools for this fight, but they're not the best. There were Pokemon I had earlier that would be really useful in this fight. Any Swift Swim user would be great, but I don't have any of those things. So we're going in with what we've got. We've got a line. This is going to be a long fight. This fight is going to feel like it takes forever. But what can you do? All right. Here we go. Lady Bethany. Let's do it. This is a permanent rain fight, and Lady Bethany has multiple Pokemon that have Swift Swim that are powerful attackers, and also just Pokemon that are very fast and hit hard in general. First turn is very simple. We just click Leaf Storm, we one-shot this Politoed. Super simple. This fight makes me think about the Sun and Rain fights in the erratic weather section before you get to Spear Pillar. I said that those battles are harder than regular Rain and Sun teams because Rain and Sunset is usually pretty weak, and there you go right there. Politoed just goes down super easily. This is going to bring out Swift Swim Overquill. The only other Swift Swim Overquill that we've had to encounter so far in Run and Bun was Archie's Overquill at the bottom of Seafloor Cavern, and that one was much easier to deal with than this. Like Archie's Overquill, Swift Swim, Liquidation, Throat Chop, Gunk Shot. But the difference is that this one has Destiny Bond. So, if you have a Pokemon that slow kills an AI Pokemon with Destiny Bond, it pretty much always clicks Destiny Bond. It's also going to click Destiny Bond randomly at times when I could just attack. The only way to get through a Destiny Bond Pokemon is you either have to stall out all of its Destiny Bond PP, or you need to get out something that fast kills it. I have a way to fast kill this, but the Pokemon that we're going to use to fast kill this thing can barely do half damage, so we're going to have to do a lot of pivoting and setup and being careful around this thing because we need to... That's the only way we can get through it. If I had Swift Swim users, especially like Barraskewda, Swift Swim Flip Turn, I think this would be a lot easier to get through. I went through all of the encounter tables. I looked at every route where I have not encountered a Pokemon, looked at the roamers that I could potentially get if I used the Devon Radar. There's nothing I could find anywhere that if I had it would make this battle or this particular Pokemon easier. So, this is what we've got. We're going to send out Togedemaru on this guaranteed Gunk Shot because it's a fast kill. First thing we're going to do with Togedemaru is we're going to click Fake Out. We need a little bit of chip damage. Now, in this situation, we have leveled Togedemaru from 76 to 78. At level 78, Overquill can never kill with Throat Chop, so it only sees a kill with Liquidation. This is Liquidation, or it could randomly click Destiny Bond. I feel like it should always be Liquidation because it's a fast kill, but it could be Destiny Bond. So, we are going to... Oh, wait, hang on. Let me double check something real quick. Does Overquill Gunk Shot do enough to... It doesn't. Okay, there's the other complication. So in theory, this is always liquidation because it has a fast kill, but Destiny Bond AI is really, really weird. If I switch to Golisopod here, and this is Destiny Bond, and Golisopod has full health, there's a chance that Gunk Shot does not activate emergency exit, and then we're going to be in huge trouble. So, like, I kind of need this thing to use liquidation on the turn that Golisopod comes out. Would clicking Spiky Shield for a turn do anything? I don't think it would do anything. I think we just kind of have to go Golisopod, hope this is liquidation. We need this to be liquidation, but also, if this is liquidation defense drop, we're in big trouble. So, we want liquidation, not defense drop. Destiny Bond would be bad. No defense drop. No defense drop. Okay, thank God. Okay. Alright. We need to use First Impression here because we need to get this Overquill under half health so that the Pokemon that I have to outspeed and kill this thing can actually kill it. We're going to do a second round of chip damage. Highest damaging move on Overquill is Gunk Shot. If Gunk Shot crits, we are going to be in trouble. I do not believe from this HP Gunk Shot can do enough damage. We have Citrus Berry on Golisopod. We're going to need to emergency exit a second time later in this battle. 63, 138. Yeah. Max roll Gunk Shot, we always have emergency exit again after Citrus Berry. So we're praying for no Gunk Shot crit. No crit. Does emergency exit activate before the poison? Okay. When Golisopod comes back out later in the battle, it'll be in the middle of the turn, so I won't take poison damage either. Okay, so the poison doesn't actually matter. Okay. The only way I have to fast kill this Overquill so that Destiny Bond is a non-factor is Choice Scarf Sneasler. There's other Pokemon that could kill this thing, but Sneasler's the only one that's useful any other point in the battle. This is what we had to go with. Close Combat barely does half HP. That's why we needed both Fake Out and First Impression to pre-damage this Overquill. Excellent. This is going to be Seismitoad coming out. Seismitoad has a slow kill on Sneasler. 140 HP. Excellent. That was a low roll from Gunk Shot. Okay. This is 50-50 Earth Power or Weather Ball on Sneasler. Minimum roll Earth Power activates emergency exit. Maximum roll Weather Ball crit cannot kill. This is a perfectly safe switch back into Golisopod. This is why we needed to preserve our second emergency exit, because without this right here, we wouldn't be able to... I would have no way to kill this thing. We're going to send out Urshifu. Urshifu is the way that we kill this Swift Swim Seismitoad. There is a danger right here on this turn. Seismitoad has Power Whip, and we are just letting Seismitoad use Power Whip on Urshifu. We are never dead to max roll crit Power Whip. However, if Power Whip does crit, I will have to sacrifice a Pokemon to get Urshifu back into the battle against Copperajah, because Urshifu is the only way that I have to kill Copperajah. This is going to do a ton of damage. It's going to put us under half activate Citrus Berry, but it cannot crit. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was kind of a low roll, though. Static on Sneasler could be a huge problem now. Potential static on Sneasler is very scary now. Crap. Aqua Jet kills. Surging Strike could have possibly killed, but it was very unlikely. Surging Strike into Aqua Jet always killed. I feel like this battle's been going on forever. We're only halfway through. There's still 3 Pokemon left. This is going to bring out Electrode. This is Life Orb Electrode. This thing is crazy fast. It hits really hard, too. Electrode is 50-50 to use Thunder or Energy Ball because both of them kill Urshifu. We're going to switch to Hydreigon. Pretty sure max roll crit from Thunder, we would still be over half HP. That's how well we take this. I feel like Electrode's final move, which it's about to use, it has for this very exact situation right here. This is Hidden Power Ice on Electrode, doing the most damage on Hydreigon. We're going to switch back into Sneasler. HP Ice doesn't really do much damage to Sneasler. Thunder would have done a crap ton, and we couldn't risk it. I think there's a world in which Electrode Thunder could have one-shot Sneasler, so there's no way I could have just straight brought it in. Yeah, Thunder crit straight kills Sneasler, and we can't mess around with this Electrode either because its last move is Explosion. Choice Scarf Sneasler outspeeds this Electrode. We one-shot with Poison Jab. The recoil from Life Orb does not matter. I forgot to mention, I've already said it, but this Electrode has Static. If Static procs on this Poison Jab, Copperajah will come out before for Alligator, and if Urshifu has more than 91 HP after killing Copperajah, for Alligator would be able to use Dragon Dance when it switches in, and if for Alligator Dragon Dances, I don't think I can kill it. So please do not proc Static. Oh, thank God. Okay, this is for Alligator first. If Static had procced, Copperajah would outspeed Sneasler, and it would see a fast kill. Right? No. Wait, why are we so worried about Static on Sneasler again? Oh, right. Sneasler has a fast kill on Copperajah, so that's why Copperajah can never switch in here, but if we'd been hit with Static, then Copperajah would see a fast kill on Weavile after the speed drop. Okay, we're still not out of the woods. For Alligator is using Liquidation. This is Sheer Force Life Orb Liquidation. 2 Pokemon on this team have Swift Swim, 2 of them have Life Orb again. Multiple Pokemon with the same items is a big no-no, but it's run and done. This is the kind of stuff you expect. We're going to switch to Sceptile. Sceptile is the way that I kill this for Alligator. Life Orb, Sheer Force, Liquidation. If this crits, 1 in 4 crits will kill Sceptile. There are 4 rolls of crits. So Sceptile's 1 in 64 to die here. If this Liquidation crits and kills Sceptile, I cannot kill this for Alligator. I don't think I can do it. So we really just need to not die here. It's insane how much damage that does. Sceptile's holding a Miracle Seed because there were rolls of Liquidation that did not put us into Overgrow. Leaf Storm does not one-shot for Alligator without the damage boost from Miracle Seed if we're not in Overgrow. Just want to point out that not only is this for Alligator hit super hard, but it's kind of tanky. But non-Overgrow, non-Miracle Seed, Leaf Storm from Sceptile can't take this thing out. Last Pokemon is Copperajah, and we are finally safe. This is random move from Copperajah. All 3 of its attacking moves kill Sceptile. The thing that matters is that Copperajah, since it sees a kill, it cannot Stealth Rock, which honestly is a moot point at this stage in the battle. And Urshifu outspeeds and one-shots Copperajah with close combat. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, that battle was awful. It took so long to find that line, and even after I found it, oh, that was so risky. That was awful. I hope the battles don't get worse, because I don't know how many of those I have left in me. Well, that's Bethany. 4 trainers down in Sutopla City Gym. I think that means we're halfway through the gym before we get to Leader 1. Keep it going. Alright, next battle is against Lass Frissy. This battle is much easier than Lady Bethany was. Still very difficult, though. Permanent electric terrain for this fight. Pretty much have the exact same team as the fight against Lady Bethany. Like, we swapped out Togedemaru and Golisopod for Seismitoad and Primarina, but like the rest of the team is the exact same, so kind of surprised by that. Anyway, what am I doing? Right. Seismitoad has a Life Orb. Life Orb Seismitoad, minimum roll of Earth Power, always one-shots this Pincurchin. And that's the end of that. The Pincurchin's got like Rising Voltage Explosion and all that fun stuff, so we really would just want to get rid of that right away. This is going to be Silvally switching in. The Silvally is Silvally Grass because of its, what is it called? RKS system? Or is that the ability? No, Grass Memory is the item, RKS system is the ability. Okay. This is multi-attack on Seismitoad. Grass-type multi-attack always kills Seismitoad. We're going to switch to Sneasler. Very good. We're going to Fake Out, and then we're going to Poison Jab. Poison Bar boosted Poison Jab plus Fake Out is enough to kill Silvally. Without the damage boost, we wouldn't have been able to two-shot. Silvally is surprisingly bulky. This is going to bring out Alolan Raichu because with the electric terrain, it has a fast kill on Sneasler. This Alolan Raichu, you can just forget about ever trying to fast kill this thing. Just don't even try. Alolan Raichu is really fast. It's got double speed in electric terrain because of Surge Surfer. Like, you're never going to fast kill this thing unless you have priority. This is the biggest pain in the butt to try to figure out how to beat in this fight. So, this is always going to be Rising Voltage. Rising Voltage is a fast kill on Sneasler. We're going to switch to Seismitoad and take 0 damage from this attack. Because we took recoil damage from Life Orb, Raichu always sees a kill from Grass Knot. This is important because if Raichu doesn't see a kill with Grass Knot, it could potentially go for Nasty Plot, and if it goes for Nasty Plot on this switch, we would be in some trouble. We are going to switch to Hydreigon on this Grass Knot. Excellent. Raichu is either going to use Rising Voltage because it's highest damaging move, or it's going to use Nasty Plot because it can't see a kill. Had Raichu used Nasty Plot the previous turn, Rising Voltage crit would kill Hydreigon from full health. That's the reason that we couldn't let Rising Voltage go off last turn. Then after Raichu uses its move, we are going to U-turn. We are going to slow U-turn out of this because Alolan Raichu is part Psychic. This is going to do a ton of damage. We cannot kill even with max roll crit because this Raichu has a Focus Sash. Very good. We're going to bring out Urshifu. And Urshifu on Alolan Raichu and Electric Terrain may seem like an awful idea, but Aqua Jet plus U-turn from Hydreigon always kills. Crit did not matter. This is going to be... Last Chrissy is going to send out her own Hydreigon on her Shifu. Hydreigon has a fast kill with Draco Meteor. We are going to switch to Primarina. Excellent. This is either Earthquake or Iron Tail. Both moves do the exact same amount of damage. Max roll crit can never kill. We have a Citrus Berry so that even if we get max roll crit, we have enough HP for what's going to happen next turn. We always live these attacks. We kill with Moonblast. Excellent. The reason that we needed Citrus Berry is because of the Clawitzer that's coming out next. Because this Clawitzer has Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Terrain Pulse. It's got Mega Launcher as its ability. The only way I have to kill this is Sceptile. And this thing can do quite a big amount of damage to Sceptile. But the Pokemon that this Clawitzer can barely damage is Primarina. Max roll crit from either of those moves plus Citrus Berry, we would have over 25% health, and the only move that this Clawitzer would be able to go for is Terrain Pulse. And even if we're at full health, it's still Terrain Pulse because minimum roll Terrain Pulse does more than 100%. We're going to switch to Sceptile. We're going to eat this Terrain Pulse. And then we're going to take Sticky Barb damage. Trust me, there's a reason. We're going to kill with Leaf Storm. Easy one-shot. And then we're going to take Sticky Barb again. You might be wondering, why the heck does Sceptile have Sticky Barb, okay? It's because of this guy right here, this Galarian Slowking, okay? Galarian Slowking. If Sceptile has more than 109 HP, Galarian Slowking is not 100% guaranteed to see a kill with Psychic. If Galarian Slowking does not see a kill, it can use Calm Mind. As you saw, when we took that Terrain Pulse, we had 134 HP. At 134 HP, Slowking only sees a kill with Psychic 4 out of 16 rolls. 75% to not see a kill. Good chance to go for Calm Mind. If this thing sets up Calm Mind, we're in trouble. So the Sticky Barb on Sceptile guaranteed that when Slowking came out, Slowking would always see a slow kill on Sceptile with Psychic, and maximum roll Terrain Pulse plus double Sticky Barb would never kill. We'd have like 6 or 7 HP left. This Slowking can never use Calm Mind. This has to be an attacking move. This is exactly what we need, and it's even better that it's Psychic. We're going to switch to Hydreigon. Not only is it super important that we prevented Calm Mind last turn because special attack would be scary, but also the special defense to make this thing extra bulky because you saw the Electric Seed giving it +1 defense. But now here's the other thing. Since Hydreigon has both physical moves and special moves, the AI reads Calm Mind as offensive setup rather than defensive setup. If I only had special moves, Calm Mind would be defensive setup. But since I have physical moves, Calm Mind is offensive setup, and since I have a fast 2-hit kill with Dark Pulse, it can never click offensive setup. So we do not have to worry about the Slowking ever clicking Calm Mind and making this battle scary. We just outspeed and 2-shot with Dark Pulse. The only thing this Slowking can do is Scald, and Burn doesn't matter because it doesn't affect your special damage, only your physical. And that's last Chrissy. Very, very nice. 3 battles left in Sootopolis City Gym before we reach Leader Juan. And the next 2 battles are the back-to-back with no time in between that is going to be awful. But we'll find a way. Keep it going.